Good morning, my friends. So today I want to share with you. An experience I had yesterday. So yesterday I was actually doing some work in the studio with my AI team. As you know, I've been working for some time creating an AI digital Deepak. And so I go to a studio every now and then and talk to my AI, learn from my AI. It in turn learns from me. And it's like a child that I'm bringing up slowly. And it's been a lot of fun. But yesterday, as I walked out of the studio on Fashion Avenue in New York City, Avenue of the Americas, 7th Street, I was between 7th and 6th. And I was looking for a taxi actually, and suddenly a stream of consciousness appeared across the screen of being. So I was looking at that taxi, and I was thinking that that taxi, as an experience, is a perceptual activity, as was New York City and all the skyscrapers I was seeing, as was my own body. And even my thoughts were all basically the contents of perceptual activity and their interpretation. So the taxi, the body, the mind, New York City, all the buildings. I looked up and still I could see the fading moon. All of this was an activity in my awareness, of my awareness, as a perceptual and cognitive activity. In other words, the taxi, my body, my mind, and New York City and all the buildings and all the people were actually modified forms of awareness. And awareness is what we mean when we say, I am. So the stream of consciousness going through me was saying, I am the taxi, I am the stars, I am the moon, I am New York City, I am all the buildings, I am this body, I am all these bodies, and I am infinite. I am infinite. It was very joyful, just those thoughts going through my mind, and then even the thoughts are modifications of I am. So I am is the whole universe, and I'm that. I've been talking about this forever, so nothing surprising. But then I also started to look at the taxi from a physicalist point of view, from the scientific model. So what is it made of? Let's take any component, iron, and the chassis, the gears, the taxi itself. Let's say it's made of iron and other things, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Well, so is my body, so is everything else. And these atoms were originally forged in the crucible of burning stars, supernova, through fusion, nuclear fusion. And half the atoms in my body, probably not even from the Milky Way galaxy, they're from other galaxies, as a result of galactic wind. So it took the whole universe to create even this body-mind and that taxi. And it was made of the same stuff, atoms, molecules, entangled particles, but go beyond that, entangled probability waves in an infinite mathematical space. You end up with the same nothingness, no matter which approach you take, physicalist or the spiritual approach. So as I walked across the streets of New York, whether I took the physicalist approach or the spiritual approach, I realized we are so bamboozled and so caught up in being biological robots as a result of the hypnosis of social conditioning. And an entire lifetime goes by like a dream, useless, being robotic, uh, robotic products, biological robots that sleepwalk through life. So as I came home, I pulled out a poem from Rabindranath Tagore, and I'll end with that. That is my cosmic taxi ride yesterday. So Rabindranath Tagore says, "Time is endless in your hands, my Lord. There is none to count your minutes. Days and nights pass, and ages bloom and fade like flowers. You know how to wait. Your centuries follow each other, perfecting a small wild flower. And we have no time to lose, and having no time to lose, we must scramble for our chances. We are so poor. We are too poor to be late. And thus it is that time goes by, while I give it to every querulous man who claims it. And your altar is empty of all offerings to the last. At the end of the day, I hasten in fear lest your gates be shut by. But what do I find? I find that yet there is time." So I'll conclude with that. Yet there is time, because the true self is timeless and always now. Take a cosmic taxi ride, my friends, instead of being bamboozled by the narrowness of our awareness, which looks at bits and pieces and fragments of sensory experience and creates a whole world out of that. Take that cosmic taxi ride, spend a few moments with your own self, because without you, these questions would not exist. Time is endless in God's consciousness. Days and nights pass, and ages bloom and fade, but God knows how to wait. God's centuries follow each other, perfecting a small wildflower. And we, these biological robots, we have no time to lose. We are so poor, we don't want to be late. Change your scarcity consciousness, my friends, to bliss consciousness, abundance consciousness. Don't let time go by like a dream. Be anchored in timeless being. And there is no need to hasten to the gates of the timeless being that you are, because you're already there. Timeless, eternal.